Hello, guys. My name is Mallory Hopkins, and this is my TOK presentation. And my topic was, do video games promote violence? And my knowledge question is, to what extent does imagination and emotion affect the views people have on if video games promote violence? And so first, I would like to show you some of the games that will be mentioned in my presentation. So you have Madden 16, NBA 2K16, Grand Theft Auto 5, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and Call of Duty Black Ops 3. These games, I'm not gonna say just came out, but they recently came out. They're kind of like the latest games in their company. Well, you might say something about Call of Duty, but Advanced Warfare is made by Activision and Call of Duty is made by Treyarch. But they're still under the same title of Call of Duty. And so yeah, first I would like to talk about Call of Duty. In Call of Duty, it's an army game. It has its own little storyline. Not too much to get into that, but it has the cliche, your little cliche betrayal, conquer, memories, you finding everything out and stuff, and then conquering it. And through, this gameplay, online purposes, you kill, be killed. And so during this whole time, you have to sit there and think. It makes you, create rash decisions. Or sometimes even, helps you think. Make logical decisions. Because of things that might happen, you create a game plan about where you should attack, where you shouldn't attack. And so basically, I'm going to be talking through it, but I kind of want to show you one of my game clips from when I played Call of Duty. And so, during this video of me playing the game, showing you how, you have to make quick decisions, look at everything, make resources, check everything, look at your ammo and things. And so, from a person who actually plays this game, you don't see anything wrong. Like, you don't think it creates violence, because all the violence that you need is created in the game. But violence is with which the arguers, the naysayers about video games might say when they say video games, create violence. But no, they have to actually have knowledge of the game. There's a quote that says, "Don't knock it until you try it." Playing this game, it helps you create reasoning, or even give you a little bit of experience. Well, if you want to be, in the army, it's kind of like maybe you might not be doing these type of things, but you kind of get a feel for how it might actually be, how hectic and crazy it is. So, yes, this is the video that I want to show you. And so now I'm going to kind of talk about Grand Theft Auto 5. And in this game is probably the game where the naysayers can probably, put an APB out on, public enemy number one. This game has a lot of illegal, actions taking place, whether it's you doing drug deals, killing cops, getting away with it, heist, murders, all of that stuff. this game is probably the only game that's really, I would agree, is bad for people. Well, not people, but like kids, adolescents, teens under 17, because this game is rated M for mature. And another key fact that some may not know, that every game has to have a user rating, whether that's E for everybody, M from M plus 17, which is for mature, then you have T for teen. And so these games has its own category of who should be able to play it. And stores like GameStop, they try, well, actually, like, they do have like restrictions, because if you're 16 trying to get this game, you're not able to get it unless you have an ID proving that you're 17 or above. And so yeah, so I don't think people can actually say video games are bad. And though video games don't physically cause violence, because they don't, I don't think you can like really hurt someone over like a video game, like what happened in the video game. But I believe they can create violent thoughts in one's head. Like, because there are multiplayer games, like I just mentioned a couple, Grand Theft Auto and Call of Duty, which, is like, you just killed me. How? Like, I shot you like 4 times. Like, I heard the bang, bang, bang from my gun, but you do boom, 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 and I died. Kind of gets you irritated. Or even when you're playing games such as NBA 2K16 or Madden 16. 5 seconds left in the game, you have the ball, last possession, no timeouts. You try to make the play. In basketball, you drive to the hoop. You put the shot up, you miss the shot, you're engulfed in rage. In football, last play, you toss the ball to the end zone, your receiver drops the ball. Again, engulfed in rage. The feeling that you get, it's like subliminal. Like, it's very hard to explain. It's like rage, sadness, disappointment, heart, broken. Like, it all comes together in like one little pill that you swallow, and you just express it. Like, it's hard to create. So video games do not cause physical violence, but maybe mental violence, to where as though you think of doing bad things. And when you think of doing bad things, you create this world where doing anything bad is legal. Like, go, like, everything was legal for like one night, and in your mind, it's legal. Do it. There's no consequences. And so, again, this leads me to think that people are just hiding behind violence. Like, they don't actually think violence is like the games create violence. It's that video games create creativity. People fear than imagining mind that can go beyond, the mind that can go outside of the box. Because people, as a normality, are inside the box. They think of, normal, logical, decisions. Like, okay, well, if he's not doing it, then y'all shouldn't do it either. Well, if Tommy wants to wear blue while everybody else is wearing gray, let Tommy express himself. Because maybe he's onto something that y'all not onto yet. Maybe you should evolve with him instead of, doubting him, or maybe saying like, well, he's an other, he doesn't want to fit in. And so quickly, I want to give a statement about what a psychologist from Ohio State University, Brad Bushman, once did. He did an experiment, and basically what he did was he showed an image where it was a guy pointing down a guy holding a gun down someone's throat, and a man, also holding a knife to a woman's throat. And what he found was that kids that play violent video games were numb to these situations, And so therefore he said games, you know, kind of, you know, numb senses. They create a sense of normality for kids. So they're kind of used to it when they see it. And from my point of view, when he said that, it's kind of a good thing, because if we're used to something, then it's easy to tackle it, then we can actually handle it. And then, you know, instead of being surprised and making rash and, you know, decisions that could actually do more harm than good. And so in conclusion, I would like to say video games do not cause physical violence, just violent thoughts. On the brighter side, video games help develop creativity, mental awareness, experience, and skills that may help our decision making. My name is Mallory Hopkins, and this is my TOK presentation.